Well, can you believe it? Football season is upon us. That's because the NFL teams are opening up their camps, including our Cleveland Browns, and trying to improve. How can they not after a 3-14 record a year ago? It's going to be hard not to improve. But the schedule's so brutal. Cincinnati, Baltimore, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Miami, New England. That's just before the bye, Ryan.
Bruce, please don't ever say it can't go lower or it's very hard to go lower, because we know damn well it is easy, in fact, in Cleveland to go worse than 3
They'll win more than 3. They'll win more.
I do, too. I think the over-under in Vegas actually just got bumped up to 5.5, but I can't believe football's already back. Training camp, the vets reported yesterday, first real practice is today for our Cleveland Browns. We wish it was in a little bit of scenario, everybody being there, but we have one of just 2 rookies that are not signed to their deals. Of course, that's Quinshon Judkins dealing with legal matters, Bruce.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I hope they straighten it out. And, you know, there's two sides to a story. We haven't heard everything about this woman yet. I'm pleading ignorance, but all we've heard was the preliminary reports. She didn't report the incident immediately, so until further details come out, I don't want to rush to judgment on Judkins, but certainly drafting him and Sampson from Tennessee, we knew the writing was on the wall that Chubb was going to be moving on. I think the running, and with Ford, you've got a pretty good running back room. And by the way, did you see, Ryan, they're actually giving reps. They're intending to give reps at receiver for Sampson out of Tennessee?
I didn't hear that, Bruce, but it really doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's an electric player, a pass catcher. He's a littler guy. I say littler guy, but for NFL size, especially running backs, a little bit. And that's why I was so excited for Quinshon Judkins. They were going to be the 1-2 punch, kind of like if you remember a Mark Ingram and an Alvin Kamara, kind of like we had with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You know, Quinshon was going to be the bruiser, the main back, and then on passing downs, likely Dylan Sampson, the electric. He's West Coast, or run east to west, north to south, you name it, sideline to sideline. He's a fast player, so it doesn't surprise me. And we're seeing that evolution. Devon Achane, 80 receptions, just about in Miami at the running back position. So it's kind of a theme.
You know, I'm so disappointed, as I've expressed here on the show, that they passed on Hunter. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt the Browns, no matter how good Mason Graham turns out to be. I mean, he's not going to score touchdowns. We need touchdowns. But I do like some of the picks. Fannin, the tight end, to team up with Njoku, gives us a tremendous 1-2 punch at tight end, because Fannin's very good at picking up yardage after the catch. And I really like the kid Swessinger from UCLA, the linebacker, especially with Koromoa going down for the whole season. This kid could be all over the field. That's the way he played in college, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, it was a little surprising pick, not because of the talent, but the fact that he was a former walk-on, 1 year of tape on him, but clearly the Browns loved what they saw. He'll immediately slot in, I assume, that will spot for the linebackers alongside Jordan Hicks and maybe Mohamed Diabate, and that's a thin room. Devin Bush has some legal matters going on with him, and outside of that, I mean, you lost a couple guys in free agency, and obviously you're going to be without Jock, but Bruce, this rookie class has a chance to make an immediate impact, as they should, which makes the Quinshon news so disappointing.
Yeah, and I haven't even talked about the quarterbacks, because they're in, obviously, what are they going to do? I think what inevitably could occur is they keep all 4 and they see how preseason goes with the other teams, because they might be able to get a nice piece in return if and inevitably a quarterback's going to go down on another team, Ryan. So we got 4 guys, and we'd have a little leverage.
5 if you're counting Deshaun Watson, obviously. But, Bruce, you're exactly right. We have a 4-man quarterback battle, which is pretty unprecedented. The last time the Browns have really had an open quarterback competition, you got to go back before Baker Mayfield. It was like Deshaun Kaiser, Brock Osweiler, and Cody Kessler and company. This is really the first time outside of Baker Mayfield and then Deshaun Watson, the trade, that we've really had an open competition. And it's not crazy to think that they could roll in with 4 quarterbacks. They're obviously allowed. Right. And the Browns right now, if they don't trade one of them before the preseason starts, and it's a real possibility, then we're going to be looking at a true 4-way quarterback competition battle. At least it appears that way.